Alright folks, welcome back. As you can see, I'm on the Daily Record, the Scottish Daily Record, and this one caught my attention. This is a guy, a '60s singer that's still alive, right? I mean, his name's Rod Stewart. I saw that picture there and I thought it was a zombie, right? I mean, he's 76, right? Look at the state of his hair. It looks as though it's been stuck on his head. I don't know what's going on here with the side of his face. That's obviously so you work it out. I really don't, right? But anyway, why am I talking about this old guy, right? A lot of people don't know who he is. As I say, he's for the '60s and all that, and a bit of a singer. He's went on a rant about COVID-19 and people that don't want to get the vaccine, right? So let's get into it. Rod Stewart erupts at anti-vaxxers as he brands them as killers in a savage rant. All right. He said, "It makes me really angry, especially in America, where they talk about it's my right, it's my freedom." Well, so it is. You should be able to decide what's put in your body, shouldn't you? Surely. I mean, I've been vaccinated, because that's my right. I want to get vaccinated. I believe that it will lessen the effects should I get COVID. I mean, let's get something straight before we even go into this, because this guy doesn't seem to be, or he may be aware, right? But let's get into it. And I want to say this from the very beginning. Even if you've had the two vaccine jabs and a booster, you can still contract COVID-19, especially a new variant of COVID-19. And not only that, you can still then pass it on to somebody else. The main advantage of having the vaccine is that if you do contract it, you are less likely to require hospital treatment. So therefore, it's less likely to, on the whole, to be fatal. Although there are people who have been vaccinated twice who've contracted COVID-19 and died. So keep that in the forefront of your mind. All right, but let's get into this dude, right, and see what he's got to say for himself. Music legend Rod Stewart admitting he gets angry when people refuse the COVID-19 vaccinations, particularly following the news of a new variant. That's the Omicron. Sounds like something for the Vin Diesel films, Omicron. So it says here, the 76-year-old discussed the topic on Times Radio with John Pienaar, slamming the anti-vaxxers as killers as the pair shared their anger at the situation. So look, folks, the main reason this guy here is kicking off is because he's 76. He now finds, this zombie kind of dude here, now finds himself in that area whereby if he gets it, it can kill him stone dead. Right? Think about it this way. See the really wealthy people in our society and in the American societies and throughout the world. The main enemy of these people is time. They can buy anything, they can do anything, they can have anything except a longer life. And the main thing they want to do at the end of the day is prolong that enriched lifestyle. Now that includes all the politicians, all the royalty, and as I say, the 1% of all the billionaires, the oligarchs everywhere, right? They do not want to die. You see, these people do come into contact with servants. That would be you and me. They serve them food. They give them this, they give them that. They want to make sure everybody has got the vaccine. They now find themselves on a planet, right, where everybody either has to wear a mask or keep out of the road to everybody else. They were invulnerable until now, until the Chinese virus came overseas and landed everywhere on the planet. Your most remote island in the middle of the Pacific, there's people died of COVID. All right. So the bold Rod here, the zombie guy, he cannot afford to get COVID. Because remember, he is fully aware that his heart could stop like that at 76. He is on borrowed time right now. He knows that. So he doesn't want anybody in the audience, anybody in a taxi in the street, any servants, any of the gardeners, anybody walking in the street near him with the window open of his car, giving him COVID, because he's probably smoked like a lum when he was younger, right? So his lungs will have just sort of recovered because he's probably gied up the fags and all that, right? But he knows as well as anybody else that if you get something like COVID, you're more likely, if you've got a problem with your lungs, to get pneumonia. And if you catch pneumonia and you've got scarred lungs anyway, just like his cooting, just like his face, right? Like his face all scarred up there, his lungs are probably going to be all scarred up. But don't want anything to happen to him, right? He's a sort of old-style legend kind of type dude, right? Brought back from the dead, obviously, right? But you know what I'm saying? Anyway, where am I going? I don't know. I've just kicked off again. So let's get into his the story. He says, Rod, does it make you really angry that some people are not getting the jag? Yeah, it does, he said. Right? It makes me really angry, especially in America, where they talk about, it's my right, it's my freedom. No, it's not, he said, because you are a killer. That's what I'm telling you folks, right? You can be killed, dead simple, because you are a killer. You can kill me. If I'm going into a shop to get something because I need to go out now and again, if I go to a restaurant, you know, I don't want you giving me COVID, scumbag, ordinary person, servant. Right, that's the way they all think. He goes on to say, I think one of the countries in Europe are making it mandatory. And for those of you who don't know what mandatory mean, that means compulsory. And for those of you who don't know what compulsory means, it means they're telling you need to take it or else you're going to the jail. They're making it compulsory, you must have the shot. And then he says, I think it's Austria. Who was that other famous guy that came from Austria? That's right, Adolf Hitler. Right. The guy said to him, oh, do you think they should be making it compulsory here, Rod? He went, no, I don't want to get into that one because people are entitled to their views. Oh, is that right? We're entitled to our views, but it doesn't matter what your views are. You better take the fucking jag. And you better give the jag to your 4-year-old Wayne. And you better give it to your 12-year-old Wayne, because I'm Rod Stewart. I don't want her to infect me at some later date. Oh, holy Toledo. It's no real, man. He goes on to say to him, now, Rod, I know that you don't party as much as you used to. Right? He says, no, I don't really party. He says, so what are you going to do at Christmas then with the COVID in the air? You know, COVID in the air. Well, that reminds me of a song.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around.
That's what Ross should be singing. COVID in the air, every time I look around. Holy Toledo, what a dunderhead. Anyway, it says here, Rod explained, we have a big party at the house. We're just going to make sure everybody is tested. If you haven't been tested, you're no getting in. If you haven't been tested and double vaxxed and have a booster, you're no getting in. They were named in his house. You know? Anyway, I think I've spent enough time talking about this ancient, zombified kind of fella. You know? He's not even American. You know, he's slagging Americans after he's lived there in their beautiful country. Right? Beautiful, warm California. I've never been to America in my life. This bandpot slagging off Americans for freedom. It's supposed to be the land of the free, you half-wit. And it's the land of the free, and that's why you went there, right, in the first place. Don't kid us on that you wouldn't be doing the exact same thing if you were 26 or 36. You muppet. See, I'm kicked right off there. See that? Anyway, listen, folks, if you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe, because that's definitely all I've got to say about this. Peace out. How dare you?